It's time to do the second race at RaceRoom Bridge here for the weekend series. Only 9 cars on the grid as Mark Klapzul did not make the grid for race 2, so Dave Collins, right before you hear in the number 19 BMW, will take the pole position for John Slow Racing. Joining him on the front row is the independently run McLaren 650S of Alan Angel. Then it's Mike Magasevich for Golden Bolt Racing, followed by Rick Martel for Team Shashma. Then it's Dean Reimers for Team Golden Bolt. The second independent car on the grid is the Corvette Z06 of Mathew Wheeler. Then it's Ben Swarey for Team John Slow Racing. Team Shashma's Wesley Stokes. And Spalding RT's lone representative with Mark Klapzul gone, Alessio de Bonis will start at the back of the grid. Let's kick this off. Collins has not been great off the line, nor has Allen. Look for Magasevich, who's been very good off the line, to possibly be a man to come through. And here he comes. A fantastic start by Mike Magasevich. Dave Collins left in the dust. Alan Angel, actually not a bad start, but he's on the outside. Look for him to lose the lead here. And indeed, Magasevich is out in the lead. Second place going to Wesley Stokes as a bad run through the S's puts Alan Angel down to third place and lower as he screws up there. Swarey, Collins, basically the entire field going through. Really bad start there from Rick Martel, who's back at the back now, as well as Dave Collins. Matt Wheeler had a problem at the start, that's for sure. Let's have a look. Matt Wheeler's been a fantastic starter, so it's a bit weird. Did he go off at one of the S's, perhaps? Looks like he did. Do we have any contact? Was this assisted in any way? Looks like he lost connection for a bit, maybe? He's in third place, so he's had his typical fantastic start, and then, yeah, just goes off the track. Anyways, back to the front. It's Magasevich leading the way from Stokes. You can see Angel going off in the background there. He was third. Third is now Ben Swarey. Fourth place for Dean Reimers. Fifth place for de Bonis. Sixth place for Martel, who had a really bad start, but has been helped by a couple mistakes. Seventh for Collins. Eighth for Angel. Ninth for Wheeler. See how long Magasevich can keep up in front. Gotta wonder if there's maybe some hard feelings between Wes Stokes and Magasevich. They had contact in race 2 during the weekday round, where Stokes basically harpooned him up the inside on this corner we're coming up to right now. Alessio de Bonis, in the meantime, in the background, is up to 4th place. Doing a fantastic job trying to go for a double. Magasevich will lead lap 1 from Wesley Stokes. Then it's Ben Swarey. De Bonis, as I say, is coming through the grid. Dean Reimers is in 5th place. 6th place for Martel. 7th place for Angel. 8th place for the Pulsar Dave Collins. And Matt Wheeler is still at the back in 9th. Stokes has got down the inside into the S's and is now in the lead. Magasevich dropping to 2nd with Ben Swarey on his tail, and then de Bonis, the race 1 winner and championship leader. Still Reimers, Martel, Angel, Collins, and Wheeler after that. Ben Swarey looking to get a run here down the straightaway on Magasevich into the last corner. I think he'll get it. Yeah, maybe not. Still holding on to 2nd for now is Magasevich. Now looking for a move on Swarey is Alessio de Bonis. He's got it. Heading into the first S's. Alessio de Bonis up to 3rd place and onto the podium. And he's possibly going to get past Mike Magasevich, who I think it looks like made a mistake. Let's have a quick look. Looks like he made a mistake in the S's. It looks like he comes in, hits the inside corner a lot hard, gets spun out wide. Keeps good control of the car, but easily losing 2nd place. Swarey in there. You can see Dean Reimers in 5th place in the background. 6th place still Rick Martel. Dave Collins has gotten around Alan and Hell for 7th place. Let's go have a look at that. Looks like this may have been in the first S's, maybe? Looks like. This looks like actually a pretty move here. Let's have a look-see here. We are going to go on to the bumper cam of Dave Collins. Goes to the inside. Gets a little out of control, but just barely holds it to take 7th place. From the McLaren 650S of Alan and Hell. Both independents back down to 8th and 9th now, by the way. And, oh! We saw Collins flip it in race 1, and he just about flipped it there. Anyways, Wesley Stokes now pretty far out ahead. Alessio Bonis is cracking into him. Mathew still holds 3rd. He's got Ben Swarey breathing down his neck, and Dean Reimers is right there. You can see Rick Martel in the background in 6th place. Mathew got to lead for a bit, and now is slipping back as he just doesn't quite have the pace. A little surprised to see Reimers so close to him, though, because we know that Mathew is, he outqualified Reimers. He had some pace on him, but Dean Reimers showed some really good pace in race 1 that wasn't there in qualifying. He's looking to replicate it here. Collins is left and Hell for dead a little bit. Wesley Stokes still leading here on lap 4. Following him is race 1 winner and championship leader Alessio Bonis, the reigning champion as well. Mathew still holding on to that top Academy spot against Ben Swarey. Although Dean Reimers is the Academy rival, he's just trying to hold Swarey off the podium right now. Swarey going down the inside. Nice pass, got cut out of view, so let's have a look at that from a bit of a better angle. Swarey down the inside, just clean pass, well set up. Mathew making a small mistake, and he pays for it by losing the podium spot. And now Reimers, he wants that Academy Cup win. He wants to dominate the Academy Cup as he did in race 1. His 5th place was enough to take 1st in the Academy Cup. Now battling for 4th with Mathew. Martel is the guy who's really benefiting off this because he's right up there now. Mathew going wide, and through goes Reimers. I think Martel will be coming in shortly as well. Mathew just does not seem to have it hammered down right now. Just a lot of mistakes. Not terribly common for the Canadian driver. He makes a big one there, and through goes Rick Martel into 5th place. Field is starting to space out otherwise, although Bonis, I think, is more or less staying with Stokes. Pretty constant on the gap for 1st and 2nd place. As I'm saying this, Bonis is going for the lead, and he's got it. Let's have a look at that real quickly. Because of the hill here, we kind of lose view. So he's coming alongside him into the tunnel, and just outbrakes him. Just much smoother into the uphill section of the turn. And up into the lead goes Alessio Bonis looking for the double. Can Wesley Stokes make a comeback here? Bonis has been just in a class of his own this entire round. And Stokes goes down the inside into the final corner to take back the lead. Bonis got a little bit wide, a little bit charitable maybe there. He has the faith that he can easily get this back as we head on to lap 6. Setting up for an inside run into the first S. Here we go. Not quite enough there. Stokes has got it covered off for now. Bonis putting the pressure on his main championship rival, Wesley Stokes, right now. Team Shashma versus Spalding RT. Ben Swarey in the background there in 3rd place. Would be a repeat of the race 1 podium if Bonis gets past Stokes. Although Matt Wheeler doing much notably worse than he did in race 1. He was 4th, currently running in 9th. Pressure is on, heading into the final quarter. This is where Stokes took the lead back. He's been notably strong into this corner, so he should be able to hold it here. But Bonis is using up on the inside, has a tighter line, and he exits the turn better. He might have it. Getting real close here. Still in the lead is Wesley Stokes. Heck of a battle here going on for the lead, as Alessio Bonis is crawling all over the back of him. He had taken the lead and lost it on lap 5. Now on lap 7 of 13, putting all the pressure onto Wesley Stokes and the Team Shashma entry. Teammate Rick Martel in 5th place. Going down the inside, this is where he took the lead before. He's through again, but he's run a little wide. Stokes comes back at him, retakes the lead. We're going to head down to the final corner. This is where Stokes took the lead back before. He's been very strong in here, but Bonis has also been very strong in here. Ben Swarey is catching up and may make this a 3-horse race at this rate, with these two battling like this. Stokes keeps the lead for now. Swarey is catching, but can he pass? That's the question. Ben Swarey hasn't really looked as strong as these two cars throughout the weekend. And we'll see if he can really start making any moves. Dave Collins, by the way, catching up. Move going on here for 8th place. Matt Wheeler on the comeback drive after his problematic first lap is not going to take Alan Angel for now, but I think this may just be a matter of time. That Corvette is much stronger here than the McLaren 650S of Alan Angel. Back at the front, Stokes is still hanging on. Now on lap 8. Got a great battle going on here for the lead and a great battle going on for 8th place. Stokes still hanging in there. Wheeler has done the deed against Angel by the looks of it. Oh no, never mind. He's actually lost some ground, so I think Matt Wheeler has made a mistake. And that has allowed Alan Angel a little bit of breathing room there in the battle for 8th place and top independent. Still leading here on lap number 9, Wesley Stokes. He's led since taking the lead from Mike Magasevich on lap 2, aside from a brief interlude on lap 5 when Bonis had the lead. I think Bonis may also have nosed ahead a few other times. This has been the spot. This has been the spot where I think the move is on for Bonis. He's a lot tighter through that corner. Not this time, but I think eventually that might be the spot. That being said, shortly after that, we have this final turn, which Stokes has been very strong into, and has been able to make a move on Bonis as well. So it's very interesting, these two cars seemingly stronger at different points in the track, as opposed to just one having a dominant lap. And it looks like Matt Wheeler has finally put the move on Alan Angel. See where that happened. Looks like Angel just makes a mistake here to the first S, loses control and misses his braking point. And through comes the Corvette of two-time Zero champion Matt Wheeler. Ben Swarey is not seemingly catching up anymore. It looked like he may have been able to get into this battle, but looks like the gap between second and third has more or less stabilized. with a little bit less bickering going on between these two leading cars. I think they've really identified where Bonis is going to be able to make the overtake, and that's allowing them to run at a bit of a faster pace. Like I said, I think it'll be near the end of the second sector where we see the move from Bonis. That seems to be where he is the strongest relative to Wesley Stokes' car. It's coming up here, actually. It's this turn right here, but Stokes has got it covered off this time. Maybe it runs a little bit wide, but not enough to let Bonis through. Fantastic battle here. There's only 3 laps to go here at RaceRoom Bridge, and the win is certainly up for grabs still. Wesley Stokes going defensive into the final corner. He will hold it nicely and retain his lead for yet another lap. Stokes was a winner here during the weekday series. Bonis a winner here earlier today, finishing first in the first race of the weekend round. He makes the move heading into the first S. Can Stokes make a comeback? I don't know if he can. I think the fact that Bonis was able to get around before the part of the track where he's particularly strong means he should be able to get a little bit of a gap here. And it is showing kind of that way, as Stokes, I think, had a moment and has actually now got to worry more about Ben Swarey for second place than he does Bonis for the lead. Let's see here. So he gets onto the bumps, but he seems to be okay there, but he loses at the top of the hill, slides very wide, and that allows Ben Swarey to come on and put the pressure onto him. Speaking of pressure, Rick Martel has caught up to Dean Reimers and is putting the pressure onto the Australian driver for 4th place. This is a battle between Golden Bolt and Team Shashma. Reimers the Golden Bolt leader at the moment in this race. So I think after all that fun, I don't know if Wesley Stokes has a way back at Alessio Bonis. The mistake has given Bonis a little bit of a gap. He's been the faster guy in race 1. I think he's been the faster guy in race 2 in a number of areas. And I think the onus is now on him to make a mistake if this is going to wind up being a fight for the lead again. I think Wesley Stokes has to worry more about Ben Swarey, who's right on his tail. And it looks like we're going to get a replication of the race 1 podium. Next round will be at Mid-Ohio for the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Full Course. A place that's had a lot of actually fantastic racing despite its reputation as a lackluster passing track. Zero has historically had some good battles there. Speaking of good battles, we have a good one going on here for 4th place between Dean Reimers and Rick Martel. Unfortunately, it is now known that John Slow team leader Martin Lauer will be missing in action for Mid-Ohio, as he was for the RaceRoom Bridge. A guy who I think was definitely a championship contender, missing out on the first 2 rounds it's a pretty big deal. So we'll see if he can make a late round comeback. He's still got 8 rounds to go, so he may yet be able to become a factor, especially in the weekday race where things have been congested at the front. That is for sure. But Mid-Ohio was Martin Lauer's playhouse last season, so a bit disappointing to see him maybe missing in action for that round. Pressure still on here as Reimers leads Rick Martel into the final lap. This is the battle for 4th place. Reimers is the #1 in the Academy Cup right now. Was the winner of the Academy Cup trophy in race 1 as well when he finished in 5th place. That was also ahead of Martel, who was 6th. So they're just 1 spot up from where they were last time battling. Let's see if Martel can get the run here. Dean Reimers has historically struggled with some tire wear, so you got to wonder what shape those tires are in right now. Also coming up is Matt Wheeler. He's got the pressure on Dave Collins, but he's only got one lap to get it done. Been a disappointing run here for Matt Wheeler. You got to feel that, you know, race 1, 4th place wasn't exactly what he desired. This is a guy who's used to winning races. He's all-time leader in almost every statistical category for Zero Racing. By the way, an interesting milestone: Wesley Stokes will join the 100 point or the 500 career points club with that 2nd place finish. Bonis is your winner from Stokes from Swarey. Reimers hangs on against Martel. Magasevich is going to finish in 6th. And the battle for 7th is on. It's Dave Collins. It's Matt Wheeler. Can Collins hold on for John Slow Racing? It looks like he will. And a 7th place finish for Dave Collins. A fantastic run for him. You know, ugly early on. Didn't really make the most of that pole position, but a good run. Alan Angel also will come across the line in 9th place. His best round of the season so far. Good work by the McLaren 650S driver. And we're going to be heading on to Mid-Ohio next. Also later on today, I'm going to have a practice race from Mid-Ohio that I'm going to just highlight a little bit of, which should be fun. Should be some good laughs if you're into that kind of thing. So enjoy. Zero Racing will be back at you from Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, the full circuit layout for round 2 of the weekday and weekend championships. Alessio Bonis leaves here the weekend championship leader, pretty dominant, double win at RaceRoom Bridge. He'll look to continue his success at Mid-Ohio.